No, listen, I think that I made a mistake because the I saw video also, and listen, this is not a big topic, you know. So I should have shut my mouth and do what we need to do, because again, this is something normal. We didn't invent anything. We just did something that we think that it could be good for the player to do it. But again, this is not because we do that we're going to win the game, that we're going to be outstanding. I don't know. We do that to give tools to our players to adjust a bit quicker. But it's been proven also that we can do that, and this is the individual. This is really individual. What does it mean by that is you can do it, but if you are not able to sustain the altitude, you can do it for many days, it won't change. So this is just a normal exercise that we do to help the player, and that's it. But the most important, and I just had a meeting with my players, is this is not about what we do with the bikes and so on. No, this is what we're going to do on the pitch. This is the most important, because I'm going to give you an example. If we don't have the ball if you don't take care of the ball, we're going to be out of breath. But if we have the ball, we're going to be better, you know, to be able to repeat the action. So the main topic is what we're going to do on the pitch with the ball and without the ball. And this is just an extra, like we can do, like we want to make more runs and so on. But,
last thing I want to ask is, you know, Pachuca has had a couple of weeks since their last match, and you guys have obviously played a congested schedule. How do you think that? What do you expect, like, the difference of you guys having to play those matches and them having such a break will be? And does it give them an advantage, do you feel like?
I don't believe it at all on that. You know, it's been a debate from decades with MLS when you are champions and then you don't play for 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I don't believe on that. Because again, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to try to be clear. They haven't played for a long time. Apparently, they can be rusty. Okay. We score an own goal. And they win the ball on that, on this goal over there. And we play really well. So what we're going to say? Maybe they get... So I don't know. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's a final. It's a final. And, you know, when you play a final, what I've learned is the human being, when he's tired, he can push 20 or 30% more if he wants to do it. So for us, it doesn't change. To be honest with you, I don't know how they're going to be. They're really aggressive. They're going to be like that. If it's us, we're going to be able to manage the ball. If we manage the ball well, or if the game is a ping-pong game, maybe it's going to be easy for them and difficult for us. And if this is the opposite, it could be the opposite. I don't know. But I don't have an answer. It's a good question, but every year I have it, and I don't have an answer for that.
In a similar vein, they've obviously had the time to watch you guys these last several matches, whereas they haven't played since the playoff loss. How much do you go back to those games, or do you look at what they've done in Champions League versus Liga MX when you're viewing Pachuca's team and what you want to expect from them?
Mm-hmm. No, to be honest, the way we've been working doesn't change. The idea is to watch. Usually, what we like to do is when we face a team, when we play away, we try to watch 3 games, 4 games when they play at home, and 1 or 2 games when they play away. So this is the idea. And after that, we try to see patterns. We try to see certain things. But what we've learned is many teams they like to change everything when we play against them. So that's why I'm happy for that, and I'm happy the way I see things, because I like to adapt, you know, during the game. And I remember when I was an assistant coach. That's why I'm so pleased to have this moment, because I've learned many things. That I was at this time I was also scouting teams, and we were preparing something, let's say in a 4-4-2, and they were playing 5-4-1. So what do we do? So no, doesn't change. To be honest with you, the week hasn't changed in terms of the way we do things, the way we train. We try. I know that there is a finals. I know that this is a big game, but the same. I'm still demanding with the players as last week.
Have you seen, when you have played some of the Liga MX teams in this tournament, that they have changed tactically, like you mentioned? Obviously, MLS teams have adjusted to you guys, but have you seen that from the teams from Mexico as well?
Yes, they did it during the game, and they did it also in the beginning of the game. So Tigres did it a bit, not the first game, but the second one, because apparently it was the first time that they were facing a team with the way we play, but they put us in trouble, but we were able to adjust after a few minutes. And Monterrey also, they try to hurt us, in certain areas, because we know that we can be vulnerable on that. And after that, they change also their approach to defend. So I think, this is a chase game. Can I say that? Yeah. So and it's normal. As a coach, you want to few coaches, they like to put a lot of focus on the opposition, and other coaches, they are in between. So, but yes, it happened every game. To be honest with you, every game. Now it's a final. Usually they play in a 4-4-2, really aggressive. Maybe because we play back three, they're going to play with a 4-2-3-1 to press with the front three. But I don't think that they're going to change. They will maybe adapt. What they like to do, teams, is to play with the back five, or to ask the winger to drop as soon as possible. But this is a normal adjustment, so we'll see.
And at least having Cucho available, obviously you guys are a team. You've shown that throughout your time here. But having a player like that available for a final, how much does that at least give a boost to guys knowing you're kind of at as close to full strength as you've been here the last few weeks?
Oh, he's going to have to... it's more for him, to be able to go back healthy, and he's healthy for the moment. And we know Cucho, we know the team. And the team is with Cucho, and when we have to play without Cucho, we play without Cucho. So the idea is he's going to be available. So he wants to have a good game, and we want that also. So now we have to find the balance, because when we are so excited to play the game, sometimes you can overplay. So, but no, we are all happy that he's back, and hopefully he's going to be able to have a good performance, and we'll see after that.
Coach, given your relationship with Frank Klopas and the history with Montreal in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, I was just curious if you had any final words with him after the second time you played Chicago. I know he's got a game against LA this weekend. He probably can't fly to Pachuca. So what sort of words of encouragement did you get from him?
No, I was close to tease him a bit, but he was not happy with after the game, so it was not the moment to have a joke with him. But no, he just congratulated me and the team, and to good wishes, for the final. But I wanted to have to tease him a bit, but it was not the good moment. So
Understood.
he won't come, obviously.
Yeah. 6 offside calls against Orlando on Saturday night. Was that a function of the way they were playing, or a function of the way you were playing? And if it was a function of the way Columbus was playing, is that a part of the evolution of your team?
Mm-hmm. You mean offside for us?
No, against them. They were called offside 6 times.
When they attack, we were defending.
Yes.
Just to be clear.
Yes.
No, this is not an evolution. This is something that we put a lot of focus. We did it last year, and we like to show, clips regarding when this is the edge of the offside, just to tell them that we move with the ball, and we travel with the ball. So the idea is it possible to gain space? Where is the ball? Because this is so difficult for the forwards of the opposition to readjust their run. We don't play the offside, we play the offside by itself. So the idea is to be connected with the ball and to try to be as compact as we can. And because we believe that if we are like this, it could be easier for us to win the ball and to do the counter-attack also. But this is something that, yes, we've been working on last year, but this year we didn't put more focus on that. But this is the second year, so I am more demanding in terms of body position. So how we can step up the line instead of having the shoulder squares. It's possible to have the shoulders, in diagonal like this to be able to see the play. Instead of jogging like this, can we jog like that? All these kind of details to be precise and to have a chance to put doubt on the opposition. This is the main topic. But it could have been more offside. But yeah, this is something that is important. This is a good tool for us. But like I told you, we don't play the offside. We try to play the offside by itself.
You talk about putting doubt on the opposition. Coaches talk about how defensively you want to make play predictable. On the attack, you want to be unpredictable for the opponent. How does Diego Rossi make play unpredictable for your opponents?
It's key. It's key because it's about his profile. So it's been better now. So we know that naturally, that's why Diego was important for us to have him, because naturally he likes to make the run in behind, and we have certain spaces that are really difficult to defend. If we have the good connection between the ball carrier and the guy who make the run, it's really difficult to defend few spaces. And Diego is really good at that. So now he needed to be better now back to goal, under pressure, because we like to attract the opposition when we need to do it. And the most important guy last year was the guy around the ball, but now this is the guy in front of the ball. And when we attack, if the guy between the line is connected, he could play or as a number 9 to make the run, or he could play or as a number 10 to check. And Diego is really interesting to do both now. And that's why within our concept, within the way we play, my players are free to find who is the free man. And this is we just did the video, and the idea was to show them the goal that we scored against Montreal, the last goal. We made almost 20 passes, and also the disallowed goal against Montreal also, when we made almost 30 passes. But I told them I enjoyed the last goal of Diego against Orlando, 2 passes. And this is when we talk about uncertainty for us, but uncertainty about the opposition, this is exactly that. So that's why the game against Pachuca is going to be a key point. How we going to manage the momentum, because they like to press. They play like a Red Bull a bit, in terms of pressing. So if we are able to break the press, it's going to be open, and we have to attack. But what does it mean? It means that 4 or 5 guys are going to stay behind, and if we lose the ball and we are not connected, the game is going to be a ping-pong game. So we're going to have to size up those kind of moments. And for me, this is not about bikes and what we do. Altitude is good, but this is about controlling this situation, because they are really good on that.
Tried to get Diego to crack a smile yesterday about the production that he's had in front of the goal of recent games. You've talked about how scoring goals reminds players of being kids, because that's what kids always want to do. Are you seeing a little more of the kid come out of Diego now that he is probably finding a little more of a rhythm in this season? Or
honestly, Diego is a bit like me, so my mom likes to tell me that, hey, smile a bit, try to smile. But I smile a lot, and Diego is the same. On the pitch, he's happy to be on the pitch, every day with the way he trains. This is not the guy who's going to talk a lot, but this is someone that is going to get the smile on his face, and because he's been struggling, I would say, to score goals, and we know that to score goals, this is good for forwards. So, and like I told you, the PK. Minnesota, he had the PK. It's bad what I'm going to say, but he knows that. we were not sure that he would score because his mindset at this moment was not an hit the post, you know. And Orlando, we knew because this is assumption, this is what you perspective, what we can see, you know. So good for him. But no, he likes to smile and he likes to joke. Sometimes the jokes are not all the time funny, but I'm joking.
I'm sorry. You have an outstanding bit of your resume in terms of success in tournaments, both with Montreal and in Columbus. What is it about Wilfried Nancy in these tournaments that changes, if anything?
No, for me, there is no the same desire that I want to compete and have joy is the same when we play Detroit. You know, what I like in my job and the way I am is how we're gonna prepare the team, what we're gonna do. Okay, what details to be specific, help the team to have a good connection, to give clarity. And when I see that, I'm so happy because what does it mean for me is we can face a team from Mexico or a team from MLS. We are able to play the way we want to play. And for me, this is my winning part, I would say, because when I see that, it's a good trigger for me, and it's a good trigger for me to see my player that they are focused on the task. They are not focused on, okay, we have to win. Yes, we all want to win, but what we have to do to win. And this is me. This is what I'm looking for in my job. So that's why I'm proud of what is happening with obviously in Liga MX about the results, but I'm more proud of the way we played, and this is the most important for me.
Thanks. We'll go to one more question in the room, and then if we have time, we'll circle to the folks on the Zoom. If you're on the Zoom, if you don't mind using the raise hand function if you have a question, that would be much appreciated.
Coach, I got a two-part question for you. The first part is, you're going into a big match for the club, for the organization. How do you guys fight through the nerves before, you travel down there, and then also on the game day? And then the second one is, you guys have had success, in your system, changing tactically, and how are you able to fluidly change tactically within the game?
Doesn't change, because at the end of the day, the spirit that we have, we know it's a final. We know that there is many things at the end of the game. But the way we are is the moment. And the moment for the moment is to train the team and to be good on the certain things. And when we're going to play the game, we're going to play the game. And we'll see during the game how everything's going to be. And now, if you ask me the question live, I will tell you. But for the moment, no, I cannot control the result. I cannot control what is going to happen in the future. So just be focused on this moment. What can we do? We won last year. What can we do to win again? And to win again, it's all about be good on the task. I am redundant, but this is exactly what we have to do. So if we think about World Cup clubs and so on, okay, at the end of the day is what we're going to do on the pitch, and to be clear on that. And tactically, the change, again, my job is to help the team to achieve something. So we work every week to play with different animation, depending what we want to do. So if I need to adjust tactically, I know that my players are ready for that. So doesn't change. This is all about the emotion after that.
Cool. We'll do a last call. If anyone in the Zoom, if you all are good, we can take one more in the room. unless everyone is good. Cool. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you.